Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Dan and today I'm going to take you through trading. So what is trading, how you can get started in trading, what do you need in trading. So this is what we are going to be talking about. There are differences between different trading. There are actually a lot of types of trading. That is what we are basically going to start with. And trust me, this is the first video that you need before you venture into these things called trading. Absolutely, this should actually be the basic point of everything. So if your friend is actually interested in trading, maybe send him this video and make sure that you watch this video until the end. Otherwise, if you fail to understand this video, if you fail to watch this video, there's high chances you're going to be conned out there. There's high chances that you're going to lose money. There's chances that you're not going to make it in trading. So make sure that you watch this, sit down and relax. I'm actually going to walk you through this trading thing just slow by slow. Trust me on that. Now, let's start here. Now, what is the trading? Trading is basically where actually we need money to, we exchange money with the money. So for example, when you go to bank right now, let's say for example you want to go to US, okay, you go with the Kenya shillings, and then you go to the bank and then they exchange you, then give USD. Or you go on to go to Tanzania, then give you Tanzanian Kenya shillings. I mean, you go to Uganda, then give you GX. Okay, so it's just matters of exchange of that. But you know, when you actually go to that bank, you're going to see those rate. It's like those rates are actually not going to remain the same. They're actually going to change. Okay, and there are different things that normally changes these prices. Number one, economy, political science, a lot of things. All those things that we'll be talking about later in this video. But that is what we call trending. We spot when a certain currency is low, then we buy against each other. For example, I see what the Uganda Kenya shillings has been losing, and it is almost like to gain, like Ugandan Kenya shillings is about to gain. So what I will do, I'll actually convert my Kenya shillings to Ugandan Kenya shillings, Uganda shillings. So I buy Uganda shillings because I am projecting it is actually going to shoot high. So when I buy Ugandan money, now I keep it, then the price start moving up, then of course I make money because you are buying low and you're expecting the prices to go up, and with that you make good amount of money. Now it's the same thing, the same opposite. I'm spotting, you know, the interesting thing about trading is that you can actually trade when the market is moving up and when the market is moving down. Okay, now you can absolutely trade like when this market is actually doing it the same. Okay, now you see how now this trading is so important because you can make money when the market is moving up and when the market is actually moving down. So this is something that is very interesting. So you don't just wait for the one currency or maybe a currency to come down and then you sell. Of course, when the Ugandan shillings is about to fall, what you do, you buy Kenya shillings and then you sell down, like you sell at the top, then you buy when it actually comes down. So that is the most important thing about the trading and how the trading is normally carried out. I want us to check something that is very important: the types of trading that we have, because here we have different types of trading, my friend. Because this is, if you miss this, actually you're going like to be lost in this industry. Like, you're going to be conned a lot. Number one, we have these types of trading that we have. We have binary trading that is so many people are talking about on TikTok. So many people are talking about binary trading, and this is why you hear things about the bot. Have you heard about the bot? Okay, so many people normally go to this because it's simple. We will be doing this practically. Like for example, when you go to this platform that normally talks about the binary, is like for example expert option here. Expert option is actually a binary platform. What does the word buy means? Buy, the reason I'm calling this buy here because it means two options. Okay, two option. Bisect divided by two, like it's something that you have to make two choices here. There's no other. And the difference between these, let's for example select this, and let's say because this market, this is actually gold, and you can see how the gold prices is moving. I don't want you to get confused. So this is tells you how the market is. So when you talk about trading gold and currencies and all those things, the market is actually very volatile. That means the market is moving. It's not like the same that in Kenya shillings where it is 129 today and tomorrow is 129 again. No, this market is very volatile because people all of the world are buying and selling. A lot of transactions are happening at the same time, a lot of them, and that's you see the market every second is fluctuating, like the prices are changing, either moving up or down. So you can take advantage of that, and the market doesn't move really randomly. For example, let's say, for example, this market is moving down here and I want to trend. Let's say I put like, let's say even $100 to this market, and then I predict that this market is going to move up. What I do? I buy here $100. It's going to take 30 seconds here. Okay. So you see, it is called binary because I have two options, either buy or sell. So up or down. So that is the same thing that we are really talking about here, binary. So you see, the price is moving up after I bought from these prices here. So it's going to remain at this level and hit this line. That means I'm going to win that trade. Okay. So that's how binary is. It's very simple, and then you are out of the market. You just got it, a profit of $188, just like that. You again predict whether the market is going to be moving down, and then you press just like that. This is a demo account, but you can feel the amount. If it was a real account, I could have made $88 within 30 seconds. You can actually put even a lot of money here, because this is a demo. Let me put 500. I show you how fast you can make money and fast you can lose this money. Let's say this market is moving like that and I decide, let me sell. So if this market is actually going to move like that, you can see it has moved down. So if it's going to remain like that, because I've already sold at 500, let's see how it's really going to see here, because I've already placed $500. I have 8,000 there. So if I'm going to get this a very big profit, I have risked $500 here. So let's see how much I'll be making there. So this is what is called binary. You see, I got a profit of $440 profit. That's how fast you can make. Now, but that is how fast as well you can lose money on this binary. So that is basically binary. You can actually analyze just a few things here, indicators like that will tell you the prices might go up, all that. That is what is called binary. Other platform you can go to the binary that has binary, but as well as forex, is the binary that you are going to hear about derivative. You have so many people hearing about the derivative. Here you can absolutely use what people normally call bot. Like you import a bot, it's going to trend for you, and it's actually going to trend for you. For example, on digit, some people are actually going to select even and owned. Let me give you an example for this one. So, okay, assume now I import a bot. Let me import a bot here. Okay, let's import a bot. I don't know which bot I can import here. Let me select. I have thousands or thousands of them. Candlemind version 2. Yeah, so I open this bot and I want to select, you see it is over or under. I want to select even and owned digit. So I select even. So after every tick that you see here, the market how is moving this way. The last digit is actually going to select the last digit, and you are predicting to be the even digit. How much are you going to place here? Assume your account has $10,000. Let me put $100. Okay, let me put $100. So you see now that is what is one tick here, and then you run the bot. This bot is actually going to trade for you automatically. You can lose a lot of money, you can make a lot of money as well. Just look at that. You see, I'm not trading. My hands are here. Just look at that. It's actually trading. It's actually trading. Oh, let me put this clear. Yeah, you see, it is losing money here because I've selected even digit and it is losing money. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We got a win, so it's recovered. So that's how basically the binary side of the bolt can actually make you money fast, and you can actually lose money even fast, just like that. And that is binary. So you are selecting between even or the last digit to be on either, and you see it's binary because it is 2. Okay, that is now what we are talking about here, 2 options. So it means that you normally have two options, and that is what we call normally binary trading. And this is it. So let's see whether this is going to put and recover. This is lost, that one, so it is going to select 400. It's like it is going to multiply times 2. Yeah, you see, and boom, it won that one. So you can stop, make $500, but here we are risking a lot. Now that is one binary here, but on the we can trade what is forex. Now forex is different. Okay, forex is different. This is now forex trading, because now you can see we are analyzing this market. You have to analyze the market and wait. Now remember, we have discussed 2 things. We have discussed binary options. Okay, we have discussed binary. So this is binary trading that we're talking about here. Do you really understand this? That is binary because it has 2 options. Platform like expert option, platform like tariff. That is why actually you get things like just like that. On the next hand, we have forex trading. You know, the name forex trading has actually been FX. The word forex trading comes from the one foreign exchange. Okay, I know so many people have done forex exchange in high school and that, so it's come from the one for and then x. So you take this x and then you combine it with 4, it becomes forex. That's why we call it FX. So that is what we really have here. So we just combine it here. Now forex actually is different from all of them, because forex here, we normally trained a lot of things. We trained a lot of things here, but we'll be talking about the other one, which is actually different as well. Now, when we talk about forex trading, you can actually train. We said we're going to do practical here. You can train this. What do you see here? These are what we call currencies. You see, this is currencies that we have on this side. This side is what we call currencies. For example, here you can see you can trade Canadian dollar versus Japanese dollar, Japanese yen. I mean, we have USD CAD, which is US dollar versus Canadian dollar. We have USD versus euro. We have GBP, which is British pound, and Japanese yen. We have USD versus Swiss franc. We have Swiss franc USD. So we trade them like that. So when we talk about those currency pairs, this is what we're talking about. For example, you are going to see something like this, which is euro USD. Now this is how it's actually quoted, because normally this is called base currency and this is called quote currency. Okay, this is quote currency, this is the base. This is the base currency. So what that base is actually the start one. This is normally comes full. Most of the time you're going to see it just like that. It's like, for example, how much is euro when it is actually written in terms of dollar. And for example, you're going to see values like, I want to see euro USD here. Where is the euro USD? Euro USD is here. It's actually right here. So you can see the euro USD is at 1.16225. Okay, that means 1 euro is actually going at 116. So if you want to get 1 euro, you need $1.16225. But you can see the price is actually changing here, and that's why now we buy from when the price is low, and then we wait for the price to either to come up or down. But you are asking yourself, these digits are very small for you to make sense. For you, this digit to make sense. For example, 1.16225. So even if this price is normally goes up, if they go up to 1.17, are you really going to make $1.17? No. Now, let me give you a small history. like many years ago, we were not really allowed to trade in the forex market. The trading was actually for from banks to banks. Those are the ones that were really trading. It comes to the people who are actually trading now with big amount of money, because for this value to make sense, you actually need a lot of money here to make sense, because it's 0.0111 dollar. So you need to magnify this. You need to magnify this. And because now those people like many years, before the retail traders, no, you needed a lot of money for this small amount of money to do what? To make sense. Okay. Now, but after the years going and all that, then they came where us now were able to trade in the forex market, and we came up this what we call the forex brokers. Okay, came with what we call now the leverage. The leverage. Okay, leverage means that you are going to actually to increase the money that you have. Assume now the market is actually moving. Let me give you this, it's going to understand. You see, for example, let's say the value movement, let's say even this market moves to 1.17, that means you are going to make 0.1. No. That means that you are going to make let me delete this. Yeah, so that means that you are going to make 0.1. Okay, so 0.1 dollar, with that is a very big move the market has actually made, but you have made nothing. 0.01 dollar, you needed a lot of money to convert this. But the leverage, what the leverage does, for example, is actually the broker. Broker is this platform that I'm going to show you here. For example, the one below, we have FXPesa, the one that I'm working with. You can check the link below. HFM, Scoop Market, Pepperstone, all those brokers that you have seen hide out there. I know for those who are international, you have seen those types of them brokers, or Honda, all those types of brokers. Now they provide you with what we call now the leverage. Leverage can be even 400 or 500. Let's assume the broker is giving you a leverage of 500. Okay, that means that when you be trading with $100, the broker is actually going to increase your leverage to, so that this money can make sense. Okay, and it's going to increase, and this money is going to be 500 times this, and it's going to be what is this? These are 4 zeros. This is going to be $50,000 that you are trading. So with $15, you see, and you buy at least the value of dollar here, it's actually going to make sense. Okay, it's going to make sense here. It's actually going to make sense. At least this money you have now the chance for this money to make sense when you make it profit from this. So it's only the leverage that actually will be able to increase this money. Of course, you're not going to see that, but technically that is the money you'll be using. So if you select a leverage of 500 and you have $100, technically you'll be handling $50,000. Okay, if you select a leverage of 1,000 and your account is $1,000, you're actually going to be multiplying that. You are going to be handling $1 million account technically. All right, so that is what you really have to understand, that when we buy from this market. Now this is what we call now the forex trading. You can see different currencies here. The market is very volatile. Now what we do in this forex market, we can use what is called technical analysis. Technical analysis means that you observe how the market is through the history. For example, when you look at this market, it's moving up, and this is what we call uptrend. Like the market is moving up, and we analyze technically what is really happening to this market. Now, number one, for example, let me give you this example here. You see that, for example, this market, when it comes to this zone here, the market is moving up. Okay. When this market touches this region, move up. This moves up. So there's likelihood, let me draw this box here. There's likelihood that because this market is dropping, there's likelihood that when this market touches this region, is absolutely going to move up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy when this market comes to this area. I'm going to buy there. So I'm going to buy when this market comes to this zone and it's going to move up. So if this market comes to this area, I buy here and continues moving to direction I predicted, I start accumulating profit. So you can close anytime you want. There is no limit here. And when this market actually crosses over here, it does not mean I lost that money, but I can still wait for this market probably even to come below this and still come to my direction. So Forex gives you the period to wait. Forex can actually give you time to wait. If you do proper analysis, if you lose this and you realize this market crossing here, you can close early, you can close anytime you want, 3 months, anytime you want, as long you have enough money with you. So Forex will combine technical analysis and also we check the fundamental analysis. That means we check the news. What are news that is affecting euro? Because that can influence on how these pairs normally move. Because, for example, when we have these pairs here, for example, we have Euro USD, okay? When you have Euro USD and gold normally increases or gains strength, like gain strength and the value of the gold starting moving up. So it's actually going. It's just a matter of numerator and denominator, okay? So because it's the same as writing this equation as Euro divided by USD. And you see what is going to happen. So if this value increases, what happens to the value? It drops down, okay? When you increase the denominator. When you increase the numerator, what normally happens? The value increases. Okay, so that's how you monitor the differences between that. I'll repeat that again. When you increase the numerator, increases in value, what happens to the equation? Moves up. When we increase this value of denominator, what happens to the value? Lowers down at the end of that value. You can put that in practical. Okay, that is the same thing. When dollar gains strength, it will push this market down. When euro gains strength, it will push this market to move up. Now that is where we look at the economic things and political things to see how they're going to, are they strengthening the goal, the euro or USD. For example, if you are trading this pair now, because we say in base and quote currency. Now that is what you really have to understand. It's the same thing, for example, when we are trading gold dollar here. Assume this dollar here and KES. That is what is written here. So you're going to see this and you're going to see the value of 129 point probably 5. Okay, what does that mean? It means that for $1 you need 129 Kenya shillings. That is the same thing that we get here, and that is the same thing we do. So if dollar increases in value, so this value is actually going to increase. So when you increase the denominator, when dollar actually gains strength, there Kenya shillings loses value and you need more money to buy the dollar. When dollar weakens, the value moves down. When Kenya shillings gains the value, normally it increases and moves down. You need less amount of money to buy a dollar. Basically, that is Forex and how we check different economies to now see and where you can actually project this. Now look at what has actually happened here, because we are analyzing this together here, two of us when we are here. Look at what has actually happened to this market historically. When I'm actually even analyzing this market touch around this region that we are talking about here. Look at this. Just look at that. It detached here and now you can see it is moving up. So if I was live just doing this, I could have bought here and I could be making profit as this market is moving up. The way you can see it moving up, now that is basically the profit that is going on. I know so many people have bought here already and the market is still moving up. Now that is what we call Forex. Now there's another types of trading that we call crypto. Okay. Now this is basically different from what we have really discussed here. Crypto. Number 3, we have crypto. Okay, so this is totally different from everything. So when we talk about crypto trading, these are not normal currencies that we are talking here. These are virtual money that that is not like that of you know, when you are trading gold, there is physical gold you can go and buy from the market. When we talk about USD, I can have USD in my hands. When you talk about euro, I can have euro in my hand. But when you talk about crypto, this is different because this is physical money that you cannot have. It's just uh is something different. Is actually a blockchain. It's actually a block. It's called a blockchain. And for example, we have this because so many people have heard about Bitcoin. You see, the price of one Bitcoin right now is going at $111,000. Okay, this is one Bitcoin. So if you have like 10 Bitcoin right now, you could be actually among the rich people right now because you can be up like 100 Bitcoin. You can actually be accumulating like, let's say, billions of dollars, like millions of thousands of dollars here. So one Bitcoin is going at $111,000. So this is a lot of money because this money, you know, is it this is almost 20 million, almost 15, around 15 million there. Is it 15 million? Yeah, I think around 15 million. 15 million. So you can just multiply that. Let me just multiply that and tell you how much that in Kenya shilling. So 111, 900. Or I can just put 112, 111, 112,000 times 128. That will be 15 million, around 14 million there. 14 million. Just imagine one Bitcoin, physical Bitcoin, not physical, one Bitcoin virtual, something that's virtual, 14 million. 14 million. This one Bitcoin can actually buy you a very nice house. Just one Bitcoin. Do you know there are so many people who have 100 of Bitcoin? Now, this market is the same as the other market. You actually go and trade here. So you can absolutely either buy when the market is moving up. So you can, for example, see if you have balance here, what you are actually going to do. There are different things that you can actually buy from here. Number one, you can convert your money to be Bitcoin. Like, for example, when Bitcoin increases in value, let's say, for example, you buy one Bitcoin. When you buy one Bitcoin now, it is 111,894. You use what you call USDT because now those are actually going to be converted Bitcoin. For example, you are going in crypto, you are going to see things like USDT. Okay, this is called Tether. This is not US dollar, but the value is almost that of dollar. But this is a virtual coin. You cannot withdraw because of this T here. So this is Tether. Okay, this is not the normal dollar that we have, but the price of it normally moves similar to that of dollar. Right now, these are the kinds of things that you are here. You're going to hear what we call my Ethereum. These are actually crypto. I'm going to have BTC. These are the major ones that we have, with Bitcoin being the mother of everything that we have in the market. We have the meme coins that normally are launched. Like, so many people love to buy those ones when they're actually being launched. The crypto industry is very volatile. You can make a lot of money here. But number one, if you are starting out, don't go to what is called features. What I want to advise for you, if you are starting out, make sure that go deposit money here and then convert. Just convert your money. Just convert your money. Just go to, for example, this, and go to the options, go to the spot, or convert your money, or go to the spot. It's either you convert USDT to Bitcoin if you want to accumulate Bitcoin, or you go to spot. The spot is here. Let me show you. It is spot trading. Here you go to trade and go to the spot. Every crypto exchange. Now, this is not a broker. This is actually a crypto exchange. Now, when you go, for example, to this, then you're absolutely going to get here. So you are going to buy one Bitcoin. This is different. So you can buy one Bitcoin here. It will tell you how many USDT that you need. Here you need this number 112 to get this. You see, it has moved already with $300 when we are here. So if you had bought that way, then you could have made 300 USDT right now. That's how people with money make money. You see, Bitcoin has moved with 112 0.38 now. It has already moved up by $300 while we are sitting here. Well, we are here. It has moved almost with 300 USD over here, just quickly like that. And you can see you can just buy here, you can sell when after buying, and that's how you actually make money. You see, the minimum you need is 5 for you now to buy the ratio. Of course, if you don't have that 100, you can actually buy a ratio of it, which is absolutely here, and you can accumulate the Bitcoin that you really want. Okay, that is not what we have here in terms of the Bitcoin. But there are so many people who want to trade or magnify the money they have. That is why you go to the features, and here you can actually magnify. You can actually magnify what you have. For example, let's say you want to buy full Bitcoin and you have $10,000. You come here to what is known as the leverage. Okay, you see there's a leverage here. There's a leverage here. Let me select isolated, and you can see there's a leverage here. You select that leverage, and you can actually move all the way to 100. So if you, for example, you have $10,000 here, let me show you how this risk is when you use the leverage in crypto. Assume now you have $10,000 and you want to buy 1 Bitcoin, and you select a leverage of 100. So, or let's say 10, you select a leverage of 10, or let's say 12, you select a leverage of 12, like this. Actually, 100 is very big. You select a leverage of 12. Okay, you select a leverage of 12 there around here. Yeah, around that area here, and then you want to buy. Let me show you what normally happens here to shock you. So you have 10,000 here, you multiply times 12. That will be the full price of Bitcoin, because it will be around 120. It will be $120,000 in leverage. So that's the amount of money you'll be exposing. That means that you are able to buy 1 full BTC. So if you're full and remember, your initial balance, your real money is 10,000. So if you're able to do that, that means you can earn money fast and you can lose money fast. Why? Simple calculations. You have already your balance is 10,000, but you have used a leverage of 12. That means you can buy 1 full Bitcoin because you're operating at $120K. That means if Bitcoin moves up by $8,000 up, that means it goes, for example, now it is 112, it's go to 120, you make $8,000 profit cash. If it goes to 102K Bitcoin, if it goes to 102K, that is a negative of $10,000 move, because now it is at 112. That is a negative of 112, because now that means it will move negative 10K, and that means you blow your account. That means you lose all the money. That means you lose all the money. Okay, that means you lose all the money. So that is in danger of using. And if you go to 100, actually, you see, like for example, when you select 1 million, you go to 100 leverage. It's like your account will have $1 million, and you are capable of buying 10 Bitcoin. So if this prices goes even below, like let's say it goes to 110 from 112, you can see now you have lost all the money, because it is 2,000 down here from 112. You times 10, and that is 2,000, and you actually have lost almost everything times 100, almost 20,000 times 10 of that again. So that's how dangerous leverage is when you're actually using this. And that is difference between Forex. This is now crypto industry. You can buy and sell. This is physical money. You have to convert it and buy from someone. So there is no way you can actually get this. You can actually only buy this from someone. You can only buy crypto from someone. Okay. If you want to buy, you can go to the P2P here. You buy from someone who have, then you convert. There is no way you cannot deposit direct to M-Pesa. You have to get crypto from someone else. And you can see here, you can buy here. All these prices are absolutely realized. Here you can buy. There is someone selling at 129. This is USDT. you can just buy here. People have money. You can see this, for example, this guy here has all 9,000 USDT. This is millions of money, and you can buy from him at a price of 129.7. So if you have a minimum of 50k, you can buy him USDT worth of that, and you're going to receive them to your account. But in case you are interested in crypto, you can actually contact me. In case you are interested in this to get USDT, I can normally help you in that. Now that is crypto industry. That is difference between the forex industry on how we do it. Now, for example, let me show you my forex account. I managed to, let's say, today is the weekday. I was creating, I've been trading the forex market for some times, and I was using this broker. Let me show you something. For example, if you have not used the FX, make sure that you will click the link below. You're going to get a link to join the FXPesa. Okay, this is now a broker, forex broker. You deposit money here and you can withdraw your money when you make money. Let me show you, for example. It's very simple here. You see, for example, my total deposit is 1.837 million, and I have done a withdrawal of 3 million. And you can see my balance is 7 bob. So that means when you minus, let me see how much I managed to make from this FXPesa account. 65,883 minus 187, 183, 7,841. That is 1.228 million. So with this account only, I managed to make 1.228 million profit just trading. You can just see it here. Just look at it here. It's here. You can just withdraw it. I just made that withdraw, and you can see the difference. That is forex only. And I have another one which is HFM. I use different brokers. Yeah, but I recommend you can actually use the FXPesa. The link is below. If you have any problems to register, just ask me. I will just direct you. So that is the difference between crypto, the forex, and the binary side, which is here, like it's platform like this. For the expert brokers, make sure that also the link I'll leave below in this video. Use that link. It will benefit you a lot. I'll guide you. Make sure that you use that link. Okay, there are fake links out there. Also for the deriv, I believe the link below, you can use actually the link. I have money in my deriv account. On the other account, I have made quite withdrawals from the deriv as well. If I can just show you the result, a lot of them. Yeah, so that is how the difference between these. So which one are you interested in? Let me just know in the chat below. I know this conversation has been long, but I hope it actually helped you now to know where to get started in this industry. Now, with that, let me just know where you interested us to go deeper into, because I'm a full-time forex trader. I can take you through forex trading and any of those because I understand them. And don't forget, the last one is what we call the purchase scheme. Purchase scheme is investment. So don't go to things that invest crypto here. If you see somewhere written that invest crypto and get percentage of anything at the end of it, for example, this platform here, buy and sell crypto securely, invest crypto where, and here, those funny platforms, your money is actually going to be stolen. So it's either you are trading on those 3 platforms that I mentioned, otherwise you are lost. Otherwise you are done. It's either you're in forex trading, crypto trading, or you are in binary trading. Which one are you interested in? Let me just know in the comment chat. Ensure that you like, subscribe, and share this for more details just like this. Signing out. Bye bye.